everybody. Tonia Reeves, Australia's Cowgirl medium, coming at you from the gorgeous Tullarook little church site here. It's really, really pretty. Not far from my home in Sunday Creek. We're about 10 minutes north. So we were on a road trip and we got this far. We didn't quite make it home. So I went, this is really picturesque. What a great spot for a show. So I'm hoping the wind behaves and we don't get too much noise and we can create a great show. So thank you for listening wherever you are in the world. And here in Australia, we're in summer, so we're all cooking. It's a really hot day. If I get too hot, I might hide in the shade. But at the moment, doing okay. Thank goodness for my hat is all I can say. saves me every time. So anyway, for those of you that are experiencing winter, I will send you some summer vibes from here in Oz. So yeah, hey there. So we are having a interesting week, we're into January now. I felt like saying February, but no, we're not going to February. January, new month, everyone's getting back into things. We've certainly felt a little bit, there's a little bit of restriction happening around at the moment. And we were having a chat about that this morning and saying, there's a lot of just that general feeling of, reluctance to want to step up and almost put things in motion. So it's like we've had all the good ideas and, we've been prompted to do things, but maybe we haven't done them yet. So as a collective, I feel like we're all kind of feeling this. So don't feel you're on your own. You are amongst many that feel a bit the same. So we're just going to hang on to our hat, as we say, and, ride this out and get ready to really punch up the triple twos. It is pretty cool. I think energetically 2022 is still about momentum, even though here in Oz we've sort of been pulled back a little bit and unsure with numbers and things happening. But, hey, it's worldwide and we just got to, it's our new normal. So whatever, what I say. And, I think it's really important and we're always reminded to do what, creates passion and do what you love to do. So dedicate time each week to do that in whatever way, shape or form it may be and, really hang on to that. So throughout times of struggle, we're reminded that it's those things that we can do that are fun. It might be just something really simple and small, but it gives you that sense of fun and sense of achievement even. I think sometimes that, and that sense of achievement could be that you just got up out of bed and made your bed for the day. We're not talking it has to be anything major. It just might be something that you like to tick off and feel a bit better about your day. So, do whatever it is and, just commit the time to that. Meditation's really powerful at the moment and something I think, going back to breath work, feeling, being able to take a deep breath and take some time out. So I'm going to go on to my read, Amanda in Lake City, Florida. Amanda, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Good. Thanks for calling in. Is there any area you would like me to focus on for your read today or just connect in? What would you like?
Whatever you can pick up on, just like a general reading.
Yeah, cool. All right. First thing I wanted to go, as I asked you, I'm like, what's happening with relationships with you? There's something it's almost like a bit of a bend in the road. So there's a change happening, and this is to do with love life.
Could you repeat that? I'm sorry.
You're turning a corner, and this is to do with romance for you. I want to say it's to do with your love life.
Yes.
Yeah. And I felt like as soon as I asked you that, what would you like me to check in for? I'm like, it's about relationships. You're turning a corner, which to me signifies change. It signifies not settling for less than. It's like there's been an awakening for you where there's a realization that you're not just going to accept what you don't deserve. And I do want to say your team in the spirit world are giving you a good thumbs up for this and to say keep going because it's the change that's been needed. So I do feel like for you there's been a realisation last year where you've made decisions around what you're going to accept and what you're not. And you might feel a little bit right at this point in time like you feel a bit separate or a bit, out on the limb, I want to say. But it's like this is what is needed prior to someone stepping in. So there's something about something new you're heading around a corner, and usually when spirits show me that, it means that there's change, and it's you're changing tact on your whole approach to it. I do want to say there's a couple coming through in the spirit world for you, and initially I wanted to say mum, but then she's come back and it's like, no, hang on, it's not mum that I've got here. I've got possibly grandmother and grandfather in spirit, but they're both together. So it usually signifies they were together in life, and they've come back together as a couple to support you.
Oh, yes, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and it's like they're quite familiar with you, and it's like it's not unexpected that they will be here for you. And I do want to say there's been something, they're not giving me exactly what, but they've said there's been some real struggles, and there's something around hitting a bit of rock bottom at times, and it's like they're here to say smooth sailing from now. So I do want to say, there might be a couple of speed humps in the road, but it's nothing major that you're either navigating right now or you've got just in front of you. So it's like you've done.
I've been stressed out about work and stuff, and I just started with a new company, but I'm not really. It's a lot of stress, but it's money. So.
Yep. Cool. Because there's somebody else stepping in. Okay, so it's almost like they wanted to come through to say there's somebody that's more in alignment with you. There's been realizations for you last year where you've made some changes, and it's almost like you've realized, I want to say, not so much the true you, but there's a uniqueness that you're embracing now that you weren't able to before with this relationship. So it's really important that you keep on that path, because I see opportunities coming through for you. There's changes. Have you already had the opportunity as in with what you're doing?
I mean, I started like a cleaning company, and it kind of went downhill. Like it didn't, blossom like I was hoping, and I just I'm back doing something that I really didn't want to do, but I mean, it pays okay. It's paying really well, actually, but
yeah, because it's like
hard, with kids and stuff, being a single parent.
Yeah. Of course. Don't give up on that. The working for yourself, it's almost like it's all around the timing. And I feel like you haven't been supported, with, in the past. And that's been a real hindrance to you. And it's almost like energetically hasn't been helping you. So now there's a freedom and there's a sense of, like I said, going around the corner. So there's changes to come. And I do want to say there's an opportunity. There's something around a bigger house. Is what they're showing me. And it's like they're coming through, and this is, again, grandparents. It's like, let her know. There's also a male coming through in the spirit world that's passed. His life was cut short. I feel like there's a car accident or something around his passing, but it's like he's coming through for you as well. But you are well supported. So it is about opportunities that are coming. It's really important for you to say yes to. And I want to say over the next 8 weeks is what they're showing me.
A house?
Yeah, it's a bigger house. It's like you're stuck in a small place at the moment, because they're showing me there's a bigger place.
Yeah, but I don't have money to move, so I don't know how that would happen.
Well, yeah, they're showing me that's going to transpire. So don't worry about it. Just start looking out. There's something that'll come up that you can afford that's bigger. And I do want to say, there's an aspect of 2 suburbs away. So we call them suburbs here. I'm not sure over there whether you call them suburbs, but it is a slightly different location to where you are now. But, not miles away, but it's a new area.
Yeah, I've been told that before, but.
Yeah. Well, don't sometimes if we shut down and say, look I can't see that happening, you can block it. So just visualize, what house, sit there and take a moment to say, right, I've got, this house that's big enough for me and the kids, and I do see a spare room for you to get creative in as well. So don't, think, it's not going to happen or I can't afford it. There's definitely, and I honestly feel like they're showing me 8 weeks. So there's this opportunity's coming in soon. You're not going to be still sitting where you are. There's also something around work. So I know you said you've gone back to working for somebody, but somebody's going to come and offer you something better with more money and something that's a little bit more specialised, okay?
Okay, well that'll be a blessing.
Yeah. So I really
now, did you say that there was a man that was coming into my life, like a relationship or a friend?
Yeah. No, there's somebody stepping in for you as a relationship. But you're going to move
And do
first.
I know these?
No, I don't think so. This is to do with new work, new male stepping in, and new house. Like for you, this year's all about new.
Oh.
Okay.
And when?
In that order. So within 8 weeks, there's the opportunity to move. Then you're also getting the job. There's an offer there. And I feel like that's not far away either. And that will then lead you to meeting this person. So get rid of all the dead wood. The ones you've had in the past, no, they're not for you. Time for a change. So embrace that. You've got this. You've got this, Amanda. Thank you so much for calling in. I'm running out of time. I'm going to be cut off. But connect with me, Australia's Cowgirl Medium, Facebook and Instagram. You're welcome to message me.